Hello, I'm going to be reviewing the first arc of the Sorcerer Supreme comic book. It was released in 2025, and we're about 4 issues in when this releases. It came out on Wednesday. But before we get into it, I'm going to let you know where I stand with this character, so you understand any bias that I might have. I love Wanda as a sorceress. I think she's a pretty cool character, but I don't really like her, or don't really care for her, I guess, when she's displayed as a mutant. If that turns you off, or if you disagree, feel free to hate on me or disregard my opinions, and if you stay and enjoy the video, consider giving it a like and maybe subscribing. So, basic review before we get into spoilers. Did I enjoy my time with this? Yes, I thought it was an interesting read. Even though Wanda isn't my favorite character, I do enjoy her, and I did enjoy this comic book. Would I recommend buying it? Well, if you like Wanda, then I think it's a good book to at least look at. I don't know personally if I would buy each comic, as I myself I'm stopping to buy them after this one. It seems like it's going to be a bunch of short single-issue stories after this arc, looking at the official Marvel website, maybe 1 or 2 other ones, but yeah. If you like Wanda, I think it's worth a read, though I don't recommend buying each individual comic book unless you're a big collector. Spoilers for this comic, and then minor spoilers for the end of One World Under Doom. I'm going to just hit the major plot points, that way it's still worth reading if you think this is interesting. But at the end of One World Under Doom, Dr. Doom sacrifices himself, the Cloak of Levitation, and the Eye of Aggamoto to bring his goddaughter, Valeria Richards, back to life, right? And that leads right into the start of this book. Wanda Maximoff, able to find the vestments, using the last door. It's just a door that acts as a portal, appealing to those who have nowhere else to go. She claims that they've chosen her as their master, and she assumes the title of Sorceress Supreme. Obviously, she wasn't appointed by the Vishanti, and that angers them. Wanda kind of just tells them to fuck off, get over it, and just shoos them away when they first show up. She sends them to neutral ground, is what she says. This angers them even more, but the first book ends with the Vishanti sending Agatha Harkness after Wanda as their chosen Sorceress Supreme to rein her in and give over the vestments and everything. The second book is the fight that they have, obviously, but it also shows us that Agatha is being forced against her will to fight against Wanda. Well, it's not quite against her will. Debts need to be repaid, blah blah blah, that kind of thing, but whatever. And then the fight ends with Wanda being sent to Limbo instead of being killed. Book 3, Wanda gets out of Limbo without disrupting the balance of anything there and making someone else look powerful, so that way they let her leave. Because magic and diplomacy and stuff. To be honest, I didn't like this book, as much as I liked the rest of it. It's probably the weakest in my opinion, so I don't really have much else to say about it. Book 4, it's Wanda and Agatha's reunion, their second fight, which she wins pretty easily now that she understands how to fight her, and then a confrontation with the Vishanti, where she learns that Agatha is being forced to fight her due to an oath. Well, so how it goes is she fights Agatha, subdues her, searches her memories for why are you being forced to fight me. Ugoth is how I think it's pronounced. It's some sort of debt she owes, I think. Now, I love Doctor Strange, I read a bunch of it, and I have read some other magic stories here and there, but I don't know what that is, so whatever, but I'm pretty sure it's a debt. She puts belt to ass, pretty much, on the Vishanti, like, beats one of their asses, and they piss off, and then the book ends with Wong showing a little bit of respect to her, and it sets up the next book, and honestly, I think it's a really good ending to it, where Wong's like, okay, you may not be Doctor Strange, but there's some merit to you existing as the Sorceress Supreme. All in all though, I do really like this comic, and I would recommend giving it a read, although I don't really recommend purchasing the physical books like I said earlier, unless you're a really big fan of Wanda or a collector. The story is good, the art is good, other than some close-ups of Wanda. They aren't bad, I just don't like them personally, can't put my finger on why though. But yeah, art is good, the story's good, they feel nice, I liked it. It's definitely worth a read, but if you want to buy it, think twice. And that's pretty much it. I'll see ya. Wet Willy.